Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. All right, quad S witching curve. That's what it is. Quad witching is something that happens 4 times in the stock market every year. Okay, and we are coming up to what is this September 16th quad witching date. And bro, look at that. We're starting to curve. We're starting to curve back up. This is telling us that the trajectory is changing bullish, okay? Because this is the first time that if we close right above this level down here, which this is the AMC's chart, not AMC plus 8, but if we close right above this 850 level right here on quad witching, that'll be the first time that we've done it, meaning that the curve is trending up. Okay, it's trending up, bullish, technicals, bullish, everything is fucking bullish after this. And then this just lines up with the POI that we're tracking, which is end of October and end of September. End of September POI going into October is the next macro POI. The next macro POI. So, dude, everything is looking real good. I'm expecting a very, very crazy week. All right. There's a lot of POIs this week. Okay. POIs are points of interest. So just like we're tracking the end of September going into October POI, everything in the market reacts to this in its own way. Every individual stock has its own POI. That's just what I believe. It's a different approach that I take in the market. Cycle analysis, it really just dives into this whole like market manipulation, like market makers manipulating the stock market through derivatives. Option chains are tools that these motherfuckers use to like leverage the hell out of those positions, all right? Because that's what they do, man. Options do that. It's unfortunate. It is what it is, but I say this all the time. Like, dude, play their fucking game. Not financial advice, but I'm playing their game. And it's working for me. So if it's working for me and it works for you, great. All right? Who needs TA, right? Okay, so who the fuck needs TA, right? Who the fuck? We do need TA because TA is part of how these guys manipulate the stock market. They'll make you think that there's a pattern that is playing out. And then, once you think it's a fucking pennant or whatever, it'll break down and they'll create something else on the macro scale. So you can have what is a pennant turn into a wedge, a larger wedge, right? If you zoom out, you can have a double or a cup turn into a double bottom, right? It's fucking crazy how this works, but this is how they manipulate technicals. And they're going to use TA, but it's going to be a tricky fucking thing because it's going to turn into something else. Time is very important. Okay, so yes, I use TA, but cycle analysis is definitely much more than that. So going into next week, it is quad witching, very important week. All right, and what I see happening just right off the bat with the cycle, we're going to pull up the cycle here. The cycle is now curving up. What does that mean? That means that it is playing inverse, okay, to what we see, which is good. Once the cycle starts playing out inverse, this is flipping up. That's bullish. Whenever you get to the red portion, the green portion, they decide the direction AMC is going to take on the macro scale. All right, so right now it's curving back up. I'll give you an example of this. This happened last cycle as well. It's starting to curve back up, and this is pointing downward, right? Right in between, the blue portion is always stagnant most of the time. That is how the cycle works, okay? All right, so things are curving back up. This is good. As long as we continue this pressure back up, we should gravitate all the way back up here to the $15 level. That would be a high for the end of the week. And then after that, dude, boom time, baby. It is boom candle time. We go from there. I mean, that's what it is. That's what we're expecting here is a blast off, right? If the cycle is going to indicate that this is the last time, this is that opportunity, guys. This was the projector pattern. This is going to be a massive, just fake out broadening wedge, just like GameStop did. Just like GameStop did before it ran to 500. It created the same setup. It slowly started to rise. Okay, and I have it right here, dude. I'll show you. Where is it? Jimmy, boom. All right, see, I don't fucking delete this shit, man. I keep it on there so you guys know. Very similar setup. All right, we just got to take the pattern here. No, not that. Take this. All right, from the bottom. And there you have it. Like, GameStop is obviously a little bit more profound, right? Like, you can see GameStop's pretty clearly. It's a broadening wedge. AMC's is a little different, but it's doing the same thing. It's just a little bit slower. But if you take these, support and resistance trend line, I mean, this shit is respecting it. It really is. And it's just bouncing back and forth. All right. So what's next here? Are we going to go higher? If we go higher, dude, it's very likely that we're going to get all-time highs again. If we go higher than 20 or 17 here, which would be 17 AMC ticker, right? Not ape. Then it's very likely that this thing is going to bust through and we are going to go to fucking all-time highs. And that's what we're expecting, okay? Nothing has changed, all right? We're still tracking according to setup. If we stop tracking and we don't gravitate back up here for next week and the market starts dumping or whatever, then okay, then we're probably going to have to wait until the next POI. It's about tracking POIs, guys. POIs, volatility zones that happen every 2 months here for AMC. We just keep tracking those. And we know next time that if they are going to shut down the price, we fail the projector and we have to trade sideways for another 2 months, we know how to track these POIs because we know that there is volatility. There's heavy volatility on these points of interest, okay? So that's what I got for you guys, man. I mean, look, we're looking good. All right, I'm cool with that. I'm sure everybody else is cool with that. We're starting to push back up. Market's looking good. Let's see what happens this week. I'll fucking rally with the family. I'll see you guys on stream, all right? Bye-bye. Love you.